Hello, this is Alessandrina with Dexter and Alessandrina, and today I want to do a follow-up to a video where I talk about what becomes possible when we have no fear. And in this follow-up video, what I want to talk about is essentially, like, oftentimes people look at people like Elon Musk, Albert Einstein, and many very, very intelligent scientists or literary geniuses or music geniuses. They look at them and they try to simplify. They say, well, I can't be that because they're only like that because of they studied so hard, or they had a bigger brain, or they had more capacity than me. They were born in a different environment than me. And when we do that, and I'm not saying that the environment and many different aspects of even the biology don't have influence. They do have influence. And greater than those influences are essentially if the person operated from fear or from less fear. I'm not saying no fear, because having no fear is probably there's very, very, very few people, and I'm talking about a handful of people on the planet who have no fear, zero fear, no energy of fear in their system. So they are those that have less fear, and those that have less fear, or at least that don't let their fears influence their decisions. For instance, Elon Musk in our time, that those people operate from having less fear and not letting their fears affect their decisions and their perception of reality, and therefore they can achieve wonderful things. So it's not, again, it's those other factors, biological, geographical, factors of genetics and diet and environment. Those are not factors to place your attention and energy on. And focusing on, oh, I'll never be able to do that or achieve that, or any goals or intentions that you have, that's not going to help you get there. So finding all the reasons why we can't is not helping us focus on why we can. And if you think about probabilities, if you start focusing a lot of your attention and energy on what you can, it's going to accelerate your process of being able to canning. You'll be able to have what it is that you truly want in your heart and soul once you've identified that, by believing that you can. So believing that you can makes it possible. It allows you to realize that you can, instead of focusing on the limitations and then trying to find a science that explains why such a person is a certain way, instead of focusing on the consciousness and the possibility. And when you focus on the consciousness of the person and the possibility that they embodied, then you learn, you begin to accelerate your process of being able yourself to connect to it and to embody it yourself. So freeing yourself from the limitations in your mind about why you can't have certain things or do certain things, and then doing them, achieving them, fearlessly focusing and taking the steps towards them. And that's a wonderful foundation and motivation for releasing fear, for facing our fears. And imagine what a better place the world would be, how much more love, joy, happiness, creativity, fulfillment we would have if people really faced their fears. It would be a much more humble, vulnerable, connected, wholesome world to live in. And we can do that individually. We can each practice that, learn that, and therefore raise the collective consciousness. And by doing that, then that same path becomes available to somebody else. And soon enough, we live with a lot less fear and a lot more of the things that we do want. I hope this is helpful. Sending you lots of love.